Hi all, this is Param. This is going to be a new playlist. Okay, in this playlist we are going to talk about the roll up. Sorry, roll up our data. Okay, so what is the purpose of roll up data? Why do we need? Okay, of course, in the old data is needed for analysis. Okay, the reporting and all, whatever you want to generate report, everything, it will be generated then and there, and accordingly decisions may be taken. Okay, so then obviously you can archive the data, right? Okay, but again, if you archive, it will occupy some space. Again, you have to pay for that. Okay, okay, fine. At the same time, so if you want to do, if I want to do search as well, okay, searches as well, okay. But at the same time, I don't want to keep more granularity level of data. Okay, what do you mean by more granularity? Okay, let's say we are getting data from the file bit. Okay, obviously for every 10 second we can configure, but every 10 second it will send out the data. So in each event, it will have name of the beat, version of the beat. Okay, apart from that, metadata. Apart from that, actual event information like what is CPU usage, memory usage, processor, top processor name, all the things will be process ID. Okay, everything will be displayed. All the data will be pushed to the Elasticsearch. Okay, but obviously what is now we no need. Okay, so we need what is see, maybe that data may be used that day or next day or in a week. Okay, which process was used more memory on the particular day. Okay, that's what. Okay, but in a real use case, okay, if it is, let's say after 1 year. Okay, after 1 year, what do you need? No, right? Okay, after 1 year, after 6 months, let's say after 6 months, you may not need all this granularity level. You may need to understand how was the memory load in last 1 week. Sorry, in earlier before. Sorry, what was the memory load? Say 6 months before. Okay, that's what. Okay, what was how much you take, how much memory was used, or how many processes were the, even that times you don't need to worry about that. Which processes are heavy, something like that. Okay, or how many requests has been raised in that 6 month back in the same festival session. Or let's say last Deepavali time or last Pongal time, how many requests has been raised from this particular country, something like that. Okay, okay, just metrics data enough for you. Okay, so that is so. Okay, the story is why I am saying now. We no need more granularity data. Okay, so okay, no need essentially high granularity, no need. Okay, so we can have low granularity data. That means we can do summarize the data for every week or every day or every 1 hour, something whatever we need. Okay, we can keep that. Okay, then summarized data will be stored in another index. Summarized data will be stored in another index. So by this what happened? So you are having only summarized data, but how the summarize has to be done, it has to be decided. Okay, it has to be discussed and then decided. Okay, it has to be decided with the customer or user use case expectation. Then it has to be decided. Okay, but you can decide. Okay, how the data has to be summarized. Okay, then the summarized data is stored in the another index. Okay, so now what will happen? So after a month, I can delete my old data, actual data. I can delete my old data. So there is no link between source and destination. Okay, okay. So let's say down the line, say analyst, if I want to check something, I will take the data, last year data, last Deepavali data and data from the rolled index. Okay, rolled out index. Okay, so there we will not have more granular data, but the metric data will be there. What is average, or some mean. Okay, is hourly basis or in yearly basis or a weekly basis. Okay, whatever it is. So we can create a summarized data. Okay, and by this we are saving the cost. Okay, by this we are saving the cost, storage cost we are saving. Okay, so to save the storage cost only we are going here. Okay, and second thing, okay, second benefit is, say let's say you are working with some dashboard. The dashboard showing is the base. Obviously dashboard means it's always metric data aggregation, right? Aggregate data only. Okay, not digital data. So we are going to display for only aggregated data, right? So then what is now for the dashboard visualization, you can use this rolled up data. So obviously it is very fast, quick, right? Okay, instead of fetching all the data, then identify how many count. Okay, it will okay, it will fetch and show to us. Okay, so that is another benefit for dashboard perspectives. Okay, so these are the things, these are the reasons they have integer roll up. Okay, so roll up is still in the beta stage. Okay, as beta as version 7.16.1. Okay, still in beta. Okay, okay, so that is what I explained here. Okay, now there are four kind of use cases, I think. Okay, so you can summarize all data. Okay, or you can change the granularity. Okay, and a single summary of each document. Okay, of a single summary of for each aggregation. Yeah, okay, that's what mostly this is what we do. Okay, and historical data, of course you can compress the historical data. Compress means what? We are reducing. Okay, I never seen any compress. Okay, till now I have not seen. Maybe I have not explored all the API. Maybe some of the API maybe support for compression. Okay, but till now I have not seen. Okay, okay, so it is multi-level aware. What is multi-level aware? Okay, roll up is multi-level aware now. So it's like because of this only, what now you can save, because of this only you can save in a single rolled out index can have output of more than one job. Because of this only, single roll up index can be used by many or more than one. Okay, more than one roll up job. Okay, as output. Okay, because of this only. Okay, that is what multi-level. Say one job may be collect sum for every hour. Another job may be collect every 6 hours or every 12 hours. Okay, or another job may be collect metric data for every once in a day. So all these are different jobs. Okay, or different groups, I can say technically. Okay, different groups. All these different data can be stored in single index. Okay, that's why we are saying it's multi-level aware. Okay, so these are the reasons. Okay, why we need roll up feature in the Elasticsearch, and especially to save money, primarily to save money of storage cost. But one thing, see, if you see why you need now. Let's say you are getting a record or events only for 10 minutes once. No, you don't need obviously roll up, but you are getting millions of record per day or per hour within the hour. Within even some of the use cases I have seen. Okay, they will say like terabyte I am ingesting per day something. Okay, so in such a event, obviously this is what time based time based data. Time based means the event identified by the time. The event identified time, that is what time series data. Okay, you know, right? Time series data, right? Time series data means that particular event mostly identified rather than ID. We will identify time. Okay, 7:30, 8:30, 8:30 something. So based on the time only we are identifying the event. That's why we call as we call them as a time series data. Okay, so mostly where it will be useful now, whenever the ingestion rate is very high. The ingestion rate is very high. That is the only place we may need to roll up. But even in one of cases, okay, every 10 minutes only I will fetch the record from the source to destination from the ELK. Okay, so if since I am just ingesting once for every 10 minutes or once for in 10 minutes, then obviously I will not have that much records. Okay, so obviously then I no need to roll up. Okay, I can, but at the same time the second use case. So first criteria, the ingestion rate is very high. Okay, first criteria, the ingestion rate is very high. Ingestion rate is very high. Okay, second things, you want to keep historical data for more than a year. Want to keep historical data for more than a year. Then these two are the another driving force to go for what roll up. Okay, these are the things that are driving force. Okay, so that is the reasons. Okay, I think I can keep it here also. Okay, so these are the reasons. Okay, why we need for roll up jobs. Okay, Obviously, see, though say, as I told you in my use case, I am just pushing data for every 10 minutes only, but still I want to keep the data for more than 10 years. Let's assume, okay, more than a year, more 5 years or 3 years, something like that, okay. Just for analysis purpose, okay, just for analysis, at least minimum 2 years I may need, okay, 2 years or 3 years I may need, okay, for some comparisons, okay. Then obviously I need to 3 years, okay. I don't want to keep all those data in the index itself, okay. Then I can define a roll-up job, define some metrics, then keep it some as a rolled-up index, okay, instead of having raw data. Then I can delete the raw data, right? So that is also another thing. That's why I'm saying, okay, I want to keep historical data for more than a year, okay. So these are the reasons we are going for roll-up. Thank you. If you like the content, please like my video, leave your comments, okay, subscribe my channel, share with your friends.